Alright team, today is Total Body Tuesday. We have 5 moves. Move 1 is your deadlift. So I'm going barbell deadlifts today so I can go heavier. But if you're going dumbbell, you want to think feet about shoulder width apart and you're going to hinge forward at the hip. So nice flat back. I'm actually engaging my shoulder blades the whole time, engaging my rear delts. I'm going to feel that stretch through my hamstrings. If you want to bend the knees a little bit towards the bottom, you can, but not too much. So hamstrings first, I hinge at the hip. You can get a little lower at the bottom if you'd like, and then you lift through the hamstrings and glutes to the top. And that's the exact same movement if you're doing it with a barbell. And then we're gonna go to a push press. So this is that front rack position, elbows are in. I'm gonna just bend the knees, so a little dip to drive that weight to the center. A little dip, and I go straight into the next rep. So I'm not slowing down the momentum in a push press. You just keep going and use that momentum to fight through it. And I'm going barbell with that. If you are, it's the same front rack position with that barbell. Then we're going renegade rows. So this is high plank position. My feet are a little bit wider to stabilize my hips. And I'm dropping my hips down. So engage from underneath, low in the low belly. So belly button to spine, you're pulling it in. And you're engaging here as I pull up into that row. And I'm stabilizing my hips as much as possible. So I don't want to rotate side to side here through the hips. My body's super stable. My shoulders are right above the wrist. So the option for that, guys, could be a shoulder tap. If that weight is too much, then start with those shoulder taps. Then we'll go to our swings. And this is that hip hinge motion, just like a deadlift. So if you were doing a deadlift, your hips go forward, or your hips go back, your hips go forward. Hips back, hips forward. And I start to use that natural hip hinge to drive the weight up closer towards forehead, eye level. And you can see that all that power comes from that hip drive. I'm not lifting the weight with my arms whatsoever. But you do want to be careful at the bottom. You want to keep your chest tall. You don't want to start to round into that swing, and you want to pull your shoulder blades back. So hips back, hips forward, shoulders pulled back, nice tall chest. Then we'll go into the last move. It's a plank pull through. So a little bit different than the renegade row. You're just going to grab one dumbbell, and you are back into that high plank position, starting with my shoulder right above my wrist, and my hips are dropped down. I'm going to grab that weight from the opposite side, pull it over. That's one rep. Pull it over. And again, I'm working on the stability through my core and my hips. So I'm nice and tight from underneath. I'm not arching the low back. My hips are not too high, and I'm not rotating as I pull that weight through. So really trying to feel that engagement as you pull your belly button and your rib cage in towards your spine, and you should feel that tension from underneath. So that's all the moves, guys, today, plus your cardio move. Have fun.